Hey there guys, welcome back to the Doug and Racecraft YouTube channel. On this episode, we get to drive my COYOTE King Cobra for the very first time. Okay, so we got a lot to fit in this episode, so we're just gonna roll right into it. Really quick before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's liked and subscribed to the videos. Right now we're almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone, so I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, and let's just keep going. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider. It does help out, but you don't have to. A lot's happened since the last video you guys would have seen. Obviously in the last video, it was running it and driving at that point, but it wasn't driving the greatest. I did get a video from the first drive technically, but it really isn't great video. I didn't have a windshield in it, didn't have a front clip on it. I do have some clips from that I'll show you now. So it's worth noting that after that clip, or right before that clip rather, that was the first time I ever drove that car. And the clip that you saw of me flooring it, that was about a mile away from the house. So either really stupid or a significant leap of faith. I'll let you be the judge of that. The whole week in between from when I got the car running for the first time to when I drove it, it was jamming. I didn't really get the chance to film a lot of stuff just because I knew that by that Friday I had to have the car running and driving because that's when my tuning appointment was, to have my email tune done. So I didn't really have any time to spare, and it was right up until I got on the phone with them at 5:30 on Friday that I was still working on the car. I took Thursday and Friday off that week, so I had plenty of time to try and get that stuff done. And even with those 2 days off, it was still a nail biter up until the very end. The last thing I ended up doing right at like 5:15, I had to put a seatbelt in it, obviously, because I didn't want to get pulled over for anything other than what I would have gotten pulled over for otherwise. No windshield, no lights, front clip, none of that. So figured it's good to get the seatbelt in it and at least get that far. So up to now, it's gotten a lot done, obviously. You know, obviously it's really exciting, but the car drove absolutely terribly. You know, it's a roll of the dice when you drive a car for the first time, so I had to get used to the brakes and everything. Brakes are a lot stiffer than I thought they'd be. Obviously they're manual brakes, so I wasn't really sure what I was expecting there. I'm not sure if you can see in the video, but I am death gripping the steering wheel, and you'll see that in the clip with when I took my dad for his first ride in the car. The car shook so bad, and I assumed that it was just because I hadn't balanced the front tires, but it's because the front tires weren't round even a little bit. They were round, but they weren't concentric with the wheel, so it was basically like a cam lobe rolling around, so it just shook the whole front of the car really bad. So obviously not ideal. Did replace those tires because those tires were about 10 years old. Still got the Weld RTSs on here. Started out in the back with a 26-inch tall slick. Right now I have a 275/60/15 on the back, which is a 28-inch tall Mickey Thompson ET Street SS. Really nice tire. I like the 28s better than I like the 26s. It was faster with the 28s anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and keep those on. Like I said, lots been going on over the last month. I think it's been 3 weeks or so since it's been running and driving, but you know, every day I've been coming up here after work, you know, just picking at things, working things out, shaking the car down, as I said before. So that's just the name of the game. I wanted to get the car shaken down before I went ahead and took it apart to paint it. So now it's running and driving awesome. But I got a couple clips here of when I took my dad for his first ride. He liked the car quite a bit. I mean, he helped me restore the car back when we first got it in 2011. So it's been really nice. You know, he's been with me every step of the way. So I thought it was only fitting for him to get the first ride. So here's that now. So since I took him for the ride, I put the roll bar in it. So it's got the main hoop with the 2 bars that go down the back and the harness bar, so I can put the harnesses in it. But now we got dual G-Force 5-point harnesses, SFI rated and everything. They're good to 2024. Put the side glass in, basically just trying to make it more of a street car, so to speak, so just so it rides nicer, doesn't have as many creaks and rattles, so that's why I went ahead and did that. Next person I took for a ride was my girlfriend Hannah. She likes to play it off like she doesn't like going fast in the car, but you can see in these clips that she really doesn't mind it too much.
All right, we're taking Hannah for her first ride in the King Cobra. She's pretty scared, but I have tried reassuring her that she has nothing to be scared of. This is a perfectly shaken down normal street car. And honestly, probably one of the safest ones you've ever been in.
Why do you say that?
Well, we got, 5-point harnesses and a roll bar and, all that stuff.
Whatever
Your Subaru doesn't have that.
Whatever you say.
I do say. This isn't so bad. It just looks like it's a piece of shit.
Right.
First impressions.
I wish you would have warned me that you were gonna go that fast. I feel like I wasn't really ready.
Are you ever really ready?
I might have whiplash now.
So I took Hannah for a ride in the car last Friday, and then last Saturday I took it to Iowa Mustangs and Stable Mustang Invasion meet. Coincidentally, it was also the Mustang II reunion. I knew that there was going to be a bunch of Mustang IIs there, but I didn't realize it was the Mustang II National Reunion that was sponsored by Ford Performance. So that was, I'm really glad that I was able to take the car to that. I didn't end up driving it just because I wasn't sure. There was a lot of rain in the forecast, and I didn't want to get caught in the rain because I don't have windshield wipers yet. And I don't really have a good way to cover the air intake, and with the wheel being right there, I didn't want it flinging water into the intake and hydrolocking the motor, because obviously that would be very ungood for that. So I got to meet a bunch of cool guys that I've been friends with for the better part of 10 years, ever since I joined the Facebook groups when I first got this car. But at the Mustang II reunion, the presenting sponsor was Ford Performance. So I got to talk with John Clore, who's the marketing manager for Ford Performance and Ford Club Connect. So I got the chance to talk to him for a little bit before he left, and he ended up giving me a recognition award. Just recognizing all of the hard work that I've put into the car. Said that it was one of the cleaner swaps that he's seen so far as the custom stuff goes. So I had nothing but good things to say about the car, and it's just nice to get some recognition for everything that I've put into it. You know, I have a ton of time in this car, better part of years. If I had to put a number on it, it's probably in the thousands of hours. So it's nice to have somebody at the highest level, being Ford Performance, recognize your work and saying that, what you've done is a good thing. So like I said, just nice to get some recognition. So another thing he gave me was a banner. Not very big, but it doesn't matter. He gave me this because it says powered by Ford. My valve covers say powered by Ford on them. So that's much appreciated. Well, we're on the topic of appreciation. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch these videos. It does make a difference. I want to keep growing the channel. I want people to see everything that I've got going on and hopefully inspire you to work on your own things. So again, thanks to everybody who liked, subscribed, commented. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and leave the comments down below. If you like the video, like the video. That's gonna do it for this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Y'all take care now.